Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is June the 9th, and it is hard to believe that just 1 week ago tonight, we were doing our host family dinner to get the season started for the Dodge City A's. I am Justin Hergert, and we are live at the ballpark as the A's return home to face the Great Bend Batcats in non-league action. The A's come into tonight 0-5 on the season. It's been a bit of a rough start for the Dodge City A's, but we're wound up and getting ready to go here at Cavalier Field. And so we will be getting ready here shortly. I'm going to go ahead and step aside. We're going to hear from head coach Chris Woodruff to start, talking about what it's like to come home and also doing some youth camps. So let's hear from Coach Chris Woodruff. I'm here with head coach Chris Woodruff, and we have returned back to action. Coach, a much-needed day off yesterday, but even though we're not on the field, guys still doing some camps, getting interaction with some of the youth teams around the area. What's that like?
Oh, it's definitely, it's a good feeling, and it's definitely a big portion of why the A's are able to do what we're able to do, if that's the right phrase, just because our partnership with the city allows us to honestly be able to put on the product that we do on the field with no fees and that sort of thing. And part of that agreement is running 10 camps throughout the summer, and kind of working with our youth teams and youth organizations. They wanted us to kind of do it more push towards June, because that's when a lot of their teams are playing, and would be kind of get some of the fruits of that labor. So it's good to get out, and honestly, it's a couple kids I've seen throughout the year, and to be able to kind of put some names to faces that I've seen in the stands for Conks baseball or for our baseball so far in the short season, to be able to get them around the guys and just have them enjoy it. And again, we're doing some teaching and some learning, but a lot of it's just building some relationships, and kids being able to be around college guys and see how they kind of handle business is a big part of it as well.
Indeed, and part of that is we've got several guys that played for Dodge City Community College on our roster, one of those being Ruby Duran, a local Dodge City guy. How important is it for those kids to see that someone that grew up here in Dodge gets to play at this level?
Oh, for sure, and I'm sure Ruby came to these games when he was a kid, and I've joked around saying he's basically the mayor of town, and it's kind of stuck with a lot of our guys saying he's the mayor, and it's one of those that he's definitely a kid that he's a local guy, obviously, but being a big face as far as a recent high school kid that had some success, but now is a hometown guy that, again, he's one of those guys that I kind of lean on, that he's somebody that didn't get a lot of those ABs this year just because of the difference between the competition they were playing at Dodge City High to now Dodge City Community College is a big gap, but he's so far played really well and handled the baseball defensively and offensively well, and it's one of those, he's kind of putting it all together at the right time, and that's something hopefully some of these guys get to know him a little bit more, and we'll see them next spring for Conks baseball to support him, and also again hopefully fulfill some dreams here in the next 10 to 12 years when those guys are up at this level and hopefully playing for us as well.
Indeed. The A's returned to non-league action tonight, hosting the Great Bend Batcats. It was a tough game to drop at Great Bend the other night, but we're back at Cavalier and looking forward to a good game. Had a day off. How are the guys prepared for this one?
Yesterday, yeah, like you said, a much-needed day off. We went 5 in a row, and I mean that's something I don't think any of these guys probably have ever done. Honestly, I don't think I've ever done it. So it's just kind of that reality that this is that one step closer to legit. This is closer to pro ball than college ball, right? You're playing single nines every day, and you're out here every day. Like, it's a legit league, legit basically schedule, and Glenn basically put it together for that reason, and whether he would have asked me that in January, I probably would have told him heck no, but I mean, we're better because of it. We're getting games in, and guys are getting good ABs, and we're getting everybody out there early, and we're battle tested, right? And that's stuff you can't simulate in practice, and you can do as much as you can, but it's still summer ball. So we're out here to play games, and And so far, we've had some tough luck bounce our way, but you know, scales will swing in our favor at some point, and the more ABs, the more innings we get under us, the better we'll be. And you know, I'm seeing a lot of success from guys day in and day out. And the big thing I told them before our last game on Tuesday, before the off day, was just cut down our strikeouts, right? Eliminate our strikeouts. We've been swinging and missing a little too much, and just being aggressive early in counts, and I think we did that. I think we did that Tuesday night, and it showed, and we had more extra base hits than I think we've had before, and now it's just we've got to keep that same approach and mentality, but now take that a step further. When guys are on second or guys are on third, we got to find a way to choke up and, you know, get a little poke somewhere to score them instead of trying to follow up a double with a double. Base hit somewhere scores them as well.
Indeed, you talk about not striking out, going deeper into the counts. You know, Kyle Morrell led off that game at the Hayes Larks, went 3-2, and then hit that monster home run over left field. So, you know, we were getting quality at bats, and, you know, we were in that game only down 3-2 and then shut him down for 3 straight innings. So, you know, it's a tough one to drop that one 10-4, but we're back at home and looking forward to seeing what we can do.
Oh, yeah, and that's even if you look at our previous matchup with Great Bend Monday or whenever it was. I mean, we gave them a 4 spot in the inning, and that was with 2 outs, right? Just a dumb error that just kind of bounced in and out of a glove. We should have had them, but oh well, right? It turned from a 12-pitch inning to 28. You know, you can't cry over spoiled milk, but hate to tell you, we lost it 5-2 or whatever. So we gave up 1 run after that 4 spot in the first, and if we don't do that in the first inning, who knows? We probably win that game Monday, and it's a different story. But like I said, that's part of summer ball, and we're still trying to get to know each other and get on a roll here. And wind's blowing out today, fortunately, unfortunately. So I'm sure we'll put up some runs today as well and get the bats feeling and get the ball flying.
Indeed. Go A's.
Go A's.
June 9th, and it is Game 6 of the season, and the A's return home for some non-league action as the Great Bend Batcats come back to town. Ben, you were starting pitcher the other night at Hayes. Tell us a bit about yourself and how things went.
Well, my name is Ben Smetshammer. I'm from Waco, Texas, and I pitch at Paris Junior College. And I think it was a good first outing. You know, that's a really good Hayes Larks team. A lot of D1 guys up and down the lineup, and they can all swing it. And I just kind of trusted my stuff, had confidence in myself, and just tried to compete.
Indeed. You know, the other night you were on the broadcast with me talking about changing eye levels and locations. It seemed to be working for you. Tell us, you know, you get some of those guys, you get them down in the count, especially those D1 guys. You know, how do you deal with that, and what is your thought process on the mound?
Just like you said, I was talking about mixing eye levels, just kind of go up and down, in, out, and mixing speeds, just trying to throw off speed and whenever they might be expecting a fastball, and just try to keep them off balance all night.
What's your favorite pitch to throw?
My splitter. I learned to throw it this last year, and it's really fun whenever I can throw it where I want and the way I want. It's a fun pitch to throw.
Cool. Any other thoughts?
Let's go A's.
Let's go A's. We've been with Ben Smetshammer. We'll be back with you shortly. That was head coach Chris Woodruff and starting pitcher at the Hayes Larks, Ben Smetshammer, talking about their experiences and reiterating the importance of the much-needed day off yesterday and getting the opportunity to work with some youth leagues here in Dodge City, taking that advantage during the day off, both yesterday and then this morning as well. And we are getting ready for first pitch here as we face the Great Bend Batcats. So let's look at our starting lineups. First for the visiting Batcats. Leading off, it is a designated hitter, number 4, Alex Rogers. Batting second, second baseman, number 2, Rathan Malone. Batting third, first baseman, number 30, Bodie Waller. Batting fourth, catcher, number 24, Connor Allen. Batting fifth, left fielder, number 9, Dawson French. Batting sixth, center fielder, number 19, Riley Silva. Batting seventh, third baseman, number 3, wearing 33 tonight, Coulter Maldonado. Batting eighth, the shortstop, number 14, Dre Amaral. And batting ninth, the right fielder, number 8, Joel Neves. And starting for the A's, it is leading off Kyle Morrell in right field wearing 22. Batting second, shortstop, number 9, Brendan O'Sullivan. Batting third, the designated hitter, 18, Alex Cummings. The cleanup hitter, third baseman, number 15, Tyler Cotto. Batting fifth, center fielder, number 3, Matthew Sandoval. Batting sixth, catcher, number 4, Rubio Duran. Batting seventh, first baseman, number 24, Ryan Davis. Batting eighth, second baseman, number 2, Andrew Ramirez. And rounding out the lineup for your Dodge City A's is left fielder, number 8, Jacob Klinovsky. And here is first pitch thrown at 7:02 p.m. And it is in for a ball as William Roberts gets his second start of the season for the Dodge City A's. William Roberts, he got the start in opening night against the Liberal BJs and is on the mound here tonight. Now even in the count, 1-1. So Roberts in his start against the Liberal BJs went 3 innings. Rogers will take a swing and miss at that one. Now down in the count, 1-2. So Roberts will throw that one in, and it will hit Rogers. So leadoff runner on for the Batcats. And that will bring up Rathan Malone for the Batcats. Malone in his last game against the A's made 4 plate appearances with 1 hit, brought in 2. Williams will fire inside for ball number 1. William Roberts in his appearance against the Liberal BJs, 9 hits, 6 runs, walked 2 and struck out 1. Throw over to first, check on Rogers. And Roberts will go back to work facing Rathan Malone for the Batcats. That one's delivered up high, now ball 2. Heard Coach Chris Woodruff talk in our opening pregame interview talking about the wind today. The wind is definitely stronger than what the A's have played in thus far this season. Blowing straight out to center field. Which can be a good thing or maybe even a bad thing, depending on how you look at it. 2-1 to Malone. Rogers will take off, throw down to second. Was in time. I'm guessing not quite able to hold on or get the tag applied. So that will put Rogers in safely at second. The umpire was ready to show out. Rogers is in safely. 2-2 to Malone. Rogers will get a good lead off a second. Malone will swing over that one, go down on strikes. So the first strikeout for the A's pitching staff in this game, and that will bring up Bodie Waller to the plate. Waller playing first base for the Batcats. Waller hitting left-handed, face the righty in William Roberts. Roberts came to the Dodge City A's by way of Indiana, knew Coach Woodruff from his time coaching, was actually recruited by Coach Woodruff, chose to go to a different school rather instead. So 0-1 now to Waller. Waller will foul that one off over the third base dugout. Now down in the count, 0-2. Young people that are in attendance here at Dodge City A's baseball games can chase down foul balls, take it back to the concession stand, and receive $1 just for returning a foul ball. That one's thrown in. Throw down to second, not in time. Well off mark. Waller now 1-2. The Dodge City A's pitching staff coming into tonight's game have combined to strike out 38, hitting 7. That one in, ball thrown down to third. Rogers is in time, and that will be now 2 stolen bags for Rogers in the early goings of this game. 2-2 the count to Waller. One away. Waller will swing and miss at that one. He's not happy with himself. Now 2 away for the Batcats. That will bring up Connor Allen. Connor Allen faced the Dodge City A's the other night in Great Bend. Made 4 plate appearances, scored once, and brought in another one. That pitch comes in inside, will hit Connor Allen. So runners on first and second for the Batcats. We'll see if our A's can work out of this jam, having given up now 2 free passes. So that brings up Dawson French to the plate for the Batcats. Throw in for ball number 1. Dawson will deliver that one right back up the middle. That'll score 1. That line drive into center field. So that moves. That will score Rogers. It moves Connor Allen over to second. So 1 run, 1 hit so far for the Batcats. That is Riley Silva, another left-hander in this Batcat lineup. Roberts fires a fastball on the outside edge, ball 1. Roberts will miss into the opposite batter's box, now ball 2. Top of the first, 1 run in so far, 2 away for the Batcats. The A's trying to get their bats going, coming up in the bottom of the first inning. Facing non-league opponent, the Great Bend Batcats. That one fired in over the heart of the plate. Now 2-1 for Riley Silva. Swing and a miss will even the count at 2 apiece. And the A's are trying to get something going. He'll foul that one off. We'll repeat the 2-2 over again. You heard Coach Woodruff talk about the 4-run inning. That was indeed the 4-run inning that the A's did to open up the game at Great Bend. And after that, shut the Batcats down, allowing only one more run. That one's fired inside. Gets Silva to twist. Brings the count full. So this will be now the third game non-league played, and that ball misses. The next free pass, and the bases are loaded for the Batcats. So that will bring up Coulter Maldonado to the plate. Maldonado played third base in relief for the Batcats the other night. Struck out once. That ball gets away, and that will score one. Batcats now lead 2-1 or 2-0 here in the top of the first. The count. Take that one and drive it out to left field. That will be fielded on the hop, and that will clear the bases. And Maldonado will be tagged out, trying to advance to second. It will end the inning, but Batcats take a 4-0 lead headed into the bottom of the first. You've been listening to A's Baseball. Welcome back to Cavalier Field in Dodge City, Kansas. I'm Justin Hergert. And the A's are trying to claw back into this one after 4 spot in the top of the first by the Great Bend Batcats. It is Matt Nedved on the mound and Connor Allen catching the battery for the Batcats as they will face the hard-hitting Dodge City A's. So leading off will be Kyle Morrell. And it was Morrell that, we talked about it in the pregame interview, worked himself into a full count after being down 0-2, worked the count full, and then send a deep fly ball over the left field line against the Hayes Larks. And Morrell will look at ball 1 outside. So you've heard Coach Woodruff talk a couple of times now, talking about being patient, getting good quality at bats, refusing to strike out. And the A's are definitely getting better at that. Morrell now 1-1 in the count. Take that one, send it on the ground to shortstop Amaral. Fire over to first in time, and out number 1 for the A's. So the A's will bring up Brendan O'Sullivan. And O'Sullivan coming into tonight, averaging .308, slugging .538. So O'Sullivan walked on 3 times, struck out 4, driven in 5, has scored 1 run himself, and that being a home run. So he'll look at ball number 1. Sullivan, one of the hotter bats in this Dodge City lineup, takes strike number 1. As the A's looking to do damage of their own. Neves working quickly, finds himself down in the count 2-1 against O'Sullivan. Brennan will take that one. That is a broken bat. Drives it out on the ground to shortstop. Fires over first in time. And out number 2 for the A's. Nedved able to induce 2 ground balls in a row. I believe that was a broken bat. Maybe not. Sure looked like wood came off of it. And indeed it was. That will bring up Alex Cummings. Cummings, catcher, hitting in the DH tonight. Take the first pitch he sees and fouls it off. Alex Cummings hitting .333. 4 hits, all of those singles, has scored 2 runs and driven in 1. So ball number 1 evens a count at 1 apiece. Look at that one in the outside corner, down in the count 1-2. So the A's find themselves trying to work out of a hole early in a game yet again. He'll fire that one in now, brings the count full for Alex Cummings. 3 A's players with stolen bases, and Cummings will draw the walk. Bring up Tyler Cotto. So those players with stolen bases are Rubiel Duran, Matthew Sandoval, and Rhett Pospisil. So Tyler Cotto coming to bat for the Dodge City A's. Tyler looks at first pitch he sees outside, ball 1. So Tyler Cotto for the Dodge City A's coming into tonight has 4 hits, 3 singles. He'll take that one, strike number 1. Has a home run for himself. 2 runners, 2 RBI. Now finds himself in the count 2-1. So that is his stats coming into tonight's ball game. The A's have played 5 games in this early season. Cotto will swing and miss at that one. Evens a count at 2 apiece with 2 away for the A's here in the bottom of the first. The A's are looking for their first hit of the game, and Tyler Cotto is one of those that can do it, hitting .333 on the season. Slugging .583. Nedved fires. That one's put on the ground to second. Fired over to first in time, and that will end the threat for the A's. So Nedved deals and gets the A's down. You've been listening to A's Baseball. Welcome back to Cavalier Field in Dodge City, Kansas. I'm Justin Hergert. It is the Dodge City A's and Great Bend Batcats. And non-league action tonight. The A's down 4-1, going to the top of the second. The Batcats leading off with number 14, Dre Amaral. Amaral playing shortstop tonight for the Batcats. Roberts will fire. Amaral shows attempted bunt, strike one. The Dodge City A's playing non-league action tonight. We'll be back to Rocky Mountain Baseball League action tomorrow night as the Colorado Springs Outlaws come to town for a 3-game series. The A's will play host to the Outlaws Friday, Saturday, and Sunday night right here at Cavalier Field. All games starting at 7 p.m. Amaral will take the 2-0 pitch and fouls it off over to the clubhouse. William Roberts out for his second inning of work. Fires inside. Misses over the outside edge. 3-1. Rather, 2-2 the count to Amaral. Amaral sends a fly ball out into shallow left field. There'll be a leadoff hit for the Great Bend Batcats. And that will bring up Joel Neves for the Great Bend Batcats. Roberts will fire inside for ball number 1. Roberts will miss down low for ball 2. Miss down low now, ball number 3. Duran will fire over to first. Not in time. 3-0 to Neves, and we'll see if he even bothers to bring the bat off his shoulder. He'll take that one for strike number 1. Great Bend Batcats working pitch count up for William Roberts. Take off from first, throw down to second, not in time. Either way, it's a walk, so that'll put Amaral on second. Neves draws a walk, goes down to first, and it's back to the top of the order for the Batcats with Alex Rogers. Rogers was hit by pitch in his first at bat. It looks like Bag at second might have popped up. They're working on the base. Bag out at second base right now. Coach Woodruff going to go over and check as well. Top of the second. A's and the Great Bend Batcats in non-league action tonight. The A's coming into tonight have combined to leave 32 runners on base. Rogers will drive that one down to first, or rather to third. Not able to apply the tag. Ball was caught, but unable to apply the tag in time. Still get the out at first with Rogers. So that will bring up Rathan Malone. Malone struck out in his first at bat. Will take the first pitch he sees and fouls it off down the third base line for strike number 1. Kyle Morrell leading the team in total pitches seen coming into tonight was 69. Roberts gets Malone to swing. Now down in the count, 0-2. This could be a big out for the A's with runners on first or second and third for the Great Bend Batcats. Roberts fires up high. Now 1-2 with one away. Batcats scored 4 at the top of the first. The A's were not able to answer in the bottom of the first. Roberts fires and delivers and gets Malone to go down yet again. So he'll go out looking for his second strikeout of the night, and that brings up Bodie Waller to the plate for the Batcats. Waller, another strikeout victim. Now 2 away for the Batcats with runners on second and third. The A's are trying to get their bats back going again. Waller will take that one and foul it off over the third base fence and out of play for strike number 1. Waller takes that pitch. He'll fly out to Jacob Klanowski out in left field, and that will end the inning for the Batcats. No runs scored. And it is Sandoval, Duran, and Davis due up for the Dodge City A's coming up in the bottom of the second. You've been listening to A's Baseball. Welcome back to Dodge City A's Baseball at Cavalier Field. I am Justin Hergert, and it is Matthew Sandoval leading off for the A's. And Sandoval will take the first pitch he sees for strike number one in the upper part of the zone. Now 1-1. Now 2-1 the count to Matthew Sandoval. Sandoval will take that pitch. He drives it out into shallow right center field, and that will be a stand-up single. More importantly, a base hit for the A's. So with that base hit, that will bring up the hometown product, Rubio Duran. And Ruby is Ruby Duran coming up to bat for the Dodge City A's. He takes the first pitch he sees, puts it on the ground into the gap. The A's are in business. Runners on first and second now with no outs. Matthew Sandoval held up just a little bit as that pitch was driven in the gap close to first base. But nonetheless, the A's are in business. And that brings up Ryan Davis to the plate for the A's. So that will be the A's elect to send Tyler Toby down to run the base paths as the courtesy runner for the A's in place of Ruby Duran. And Ryan Davis at the plate for the A's. Looks at strike number one. So Ryan Davis, coming into tonight, has 7 plate appearances, 2 hits, a single and a home run to his name, 1 RBI, hit into a fielder's choice and struck out 3 times. Davis down in the count 0-2. Will call time and step out, and the A's trying to cut into this 4-run lead of the Great Bend Batcats. The A's are looking for a little redemption tonight as well after having dropped game at Great Bend 5-2 on Monday. So Davis will foul that pitch off. Repeat the 0-2 over again. Davis taking his nice wide stance, taking up pretty well the entire batter's box. Looks at the left-hander Nedved. He'll foul that one off just over the head of Coach Woodruff. The A's are still in business with no one out here in the bottom of the second. Five games played so far in this season. Davis will take that pitch and foul it off as well, has fouled off 3 straight. This will be the 6th pitch of the at-bat coming to Davis. Nedved will deliver now in his 2nd inning of work. Nedved delivers outside. Ball gets away from the catcher, Allen. Not far enough to allow runners to advance. 1-2 to Ryan Davis. Nedved will come set. He'll deliver that ball, sent on the ground to shortstop, fired over to second. In time over to first for the double play. So with that ground out, there's now 2 away for the A's, but a runner in scoring position at third with Matthew Sandoval. So that brings up Andrew Ramirez to the plate for the Dodge City A's. Ramirez will take the first pitch he sees for ball number 1. Ramirez working to get the count worked up. Comes into tonight hitting 200. Take a big swing, but miss. Now 1-2, or 2-1 the count to Andrew Ramirez. Now 3-1. That ball's delivered just outside. Ramirez, with 11 plate appearances so far this season, has been hit by pitch once and has 2 hits. So now 3-2. Take that one. He sends it on the ground to first. That will be fielded in time for the out, and the A's unable to take advantage of runners in scoring position. Will strand one, and it will be the middle of the order due up for the Great Bend Batcats. When we're back in the top of the third, you've been listening to A's Baseball. Top of the third inning here in Cavalier Field in Dodge City. It is the Great Bend Batcats and your Dodge City A's. A's trailing 4-0. And it is William Roberts out for his third inning of work. Facing the leadoff hitter Connor Allen for the Batcats. 1-1 the count to Allen. Lights are on at Cavalier Field. Bit of a cloudy day, definitely windier than what the A's have played in thus far this season. That one's taken down low. 2-1. William Roberts. Continues to work to keep it around the zone. Now 3-1. As multiple Batcats have managed to work the count. 3-1 or even full count here in the early innings of this game. Roberts fires. That one catches the inside corner. Allen thought he was going to go, but didn't. Now full count. Connor Allen hit by pitch in his first at bat. Roberts throws. He'll miss just outside, and that'll be a leadoff walk. So the leadoff runner in the top of the fourth came around to haunt the A's. Let's see what happens here as that brings up Dawson French. Has single into shallow center field his first time up. He'll take that one. He pops it up high. Kyle Morrell ranging out of right field to catch that one. Fields it cleanly, and that is out number one for the Batcats. So that will bring up Riley Silva to the plate for the Batcats, who drew the walk his first at bat. Roberts delivers outside, ball one. That ball slips away from catcher Duran, and that will allow Connor Allen to advance over to second. Now 2-1 the count to Riley Silva. And William Roberts had the start opening night against the Liberal BJs. Now 3-0. It is Silva drawing the walk for his second time. Now runners on first and second brings up Coulter Maldonado for the Batcats. Maldonado hit into deep left field is single his first time up. So in his first start against the Liberal BJs, Roberts started that game off. That ball's thrown down to second. Says not in time. Not sure how they got in. Evidently got his hand on the bag underneath the tag. Runners running now. Runners at second and third for the Dodge City or for the Batcats. And there are some fans in the crowd not happy with the officiating that is happening here tonight for the Dodge City A's and Great Bend Batcats. So now Connor Allen at third, Riley Silva at second. One away for the Batcats, Maldonado. Currently 1-0. That one down low, now 2-0. And there is action now down in the A's bullpen. Ethan Bautista warming up for the A's. Maldonado now 2-1. Looks at strike number 2 just over the inside edge. Evens the count at 2 apiece. The A's are trying to get out of this inning with no damage done. Get back to bat. Maldonado will drive that one out to right field. Get it back in time, but scores one for the Batcats. So that'll put runners on the corners. One away. So that will bring up Dre Morrell for the Batcats. Morrell hit a single out into shallow left center field, his last at bat. And there is a courtesy runner over at first. Cancel that. That one's popped up, and it is Ryan Davis over to field cleanly. So now out number 2 for the Batcats. Runners still on the corners. And that brings up Joel Neves for the Batcats. He'll look at strike number 1. Settles in. He'll swing and miss now down in the count 0-2. Is a substitution for Maldonado at first base. That ball hit high out into shallow left center field, and Sullivan, the tracking back, able to haul it in. That is out number 3. We are headed to the bottom of the third. It is Klanovsky, Morrell, and O'Sullivan due up for the A's. You've been listening to A's Baseball. Bottom of the third for the Dodge City A's. Klinowski will take the first pitch he sees and grounds it over to second. Throw over to first in time, and one quickly away. So a defensive change for the Batcats did occur, and it is now Hunter Gotro at third, taking the place of Coulter Maldonado. It's Kyle Morrell at bat for the Dodge City A's. Kyle has now seen 2 straight balls out of the zone. Nedved working in his third inning. Maldonado swings. Able to check his swing and not go. Now 3-0. Kyle Morrell hitting in the one hole. Takes that pitch, fouls it off straight back. Now 3-1. Morrell takes that pitch, fouls it off. Now full count for Morrell. As the A's are looking for ways to get back into this game, down 5-0 here in the bottom of the third in non-league play against the Great Bend Batcats. 3 straight foul balls. Nedved delivers. Misses, and that will be the leadoff, or rather not a leadoff walk, but a walk for Morrell to bring up Brendan O'Sullivan, who grounded out in his first at bat. And O'Sullivan, 5 RBIs to his name so far this early season. Might be looking to try to add more. Nedved will settle in, get his sign. Delivers a changeup outside, ball number 1. So Nedved slowing down a little bit here in the third inning, and there is work down in the Great Bend bullpen. Now delivers ball number 2. Nedved struggling with accuracy a little bit. Catches the outside edge of the zone, now 2-1 to O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan is not the kind of batter you want to leave something hanging. He will drive it. Nedved delivers, catches the outside edge of the zone. Coach Woodruff giving him a little encouragement. 2-2 the count for O'Sullivan. Bottom of the third for the Dodge City A's, trailing 5-0. O'Sullivan will take that one, pops it up. It's going into shallow right field. As Neves in to field it. Now 2 away for the A's. And it is Alex Cummings coming to the plate for the A's. Walked on in his first at bat. He'll take ball number 1 outside. Cummings will take that one. He drives it. Goes out to deep left field, left center. Bounces off the wall, and Kyle Morrell will come in to score, scoring all the way from first on that one. And it was a stand-up double for Alex Cummings, and the A's are on the board, trailing 5-1. That will bring up Tyler Cotto for the A's, who grounded out to second in his first at bat. Cotto's another one of those. He makes contact and that ball can go, especially on a day like today with the wind blowing directly out to center. Cotto takes a big swing and he'll miss that one. Down in the count 0-1. So Neves, having thrown 52 pitches so far in this game, 30 of those for strikes. Fires, he'll foul that one off. It's going to roll foul after rolling up the third base line. And it's now 0-2 to Tyler Cotto. I thought it might have looked like that ball might have hit in the batter's box and was going to be foul to begin with, but instead it rolled up the third base line and rolled foul to bring us to 0-2. One thing that you will see quite frequently here at Cavalier Field, balls hit at the third base line, especially right on the line, more often than not will roll foul. So we'll go 0-2 again. Neves delivers, that one's hit on the ground, out to second base, fielded, fires over to first in time, and that is out number 3 for the inning. The A's get on the board, but leave one on stranded. You've been listening to A's Baseball. Welcome back to Cavalier Field in Dodge City, Kansas. It is the Dodge City A's and Great Bend Batcats. We're headed to the top of the 4th. The A's able to scratch one, answering a one-run lead by the Batcats in the top of the 3rd. It is back at the top of the order with Alex Rogers for the Batcats. Work continuing in the A's bullpen. Actually, work continuing in both bullpens. Roberts out for his 4th inning of work, fires and delivers, catches the inner edge of the plate for strike number 1. Roberts fires and delivers. That one's hit high and deep down left field line, but twisting and goes foul. That's a long strike 2. Rogers finds himself down in the count 0-2 after being hit by pitch and grounding out his first 2 at-bats. Rogers will step back in to face William Roberts again. Swings and misses, and he'll go down on strikes, and that's a leadoff out for William Roberts, something that has not happened yet this game. And that will bring up Wraith and Malone for the Batcats. So after the Batcats go 3 innings, getting their leadoff runner on and scoring 2 of those, leadoff runner is out. And Malone is up in the count 1-0. Roberts will deliver. That one hits in the turf just ahead of the opposite batter's box. Now 2-0 for Wraith and Malone, who has been a strikeout victim twice so far in this game. Maybe Roberts can go and get the hat trick for Wraith and Malone here. Roberts will deliver. That one hits in the turf ahead of the home plate. Now 3-0 the count for Wraith and Malone. Roberts has thrown 69 through 3 1/3 innings worked, and it is Malone that will draw base on balls to bring up Bodie Waller for the Great Bend Batcats. Flew out his last time up, and that will bring a visit from Coach Chris Woodruff. And we will see a pitching change. We'll tell you about it when we come back. You've been listening to A's Baseball. A's call to the bullpen, and it is Ethan Bautista getting the call, coming in to take over after William Roberts goes 3 1/3. And Bautista will face Bodie Waller. Delivers first pitch up high, maybe going towards a little bit of Chid music. Ball number 1. Ethan Bautista comes into tonight's game. 2 innings pitched, giving up 2 hits on 1 run and striking out 3 for a 4.500 ERA. He finds himself down in the count 2-0 to Bodie Waller. And Ron showing some frustration in that. As Malone takes off and steals second. Now 3-0 to Waller. It is a 4-pitch walk for Bodie Waller. Now runners at first and second for the Batcats. That brings up catcher Connor Allen to the plate, who has yet to record an official at bat after a hit by pitch and a walk so far in this game. Ethan Bautista comes to the A's by way of Chaffee College. Calls Azusa, California home. A left-handed pitcher. Finds himself in the count 0-1 to Connor Allen. Bautista fires. Allen will drive that one out into shallow right field. Morrell not able to field that one cleanly. Rolls out towards the wall. That will score 1 for the Batcats and put runners at second and third. For the Batcats. After that double by Connor Allen, that brings up Dawson French. French, a single and a fly out. Currently 1-0 in the count. Batcats 6 runs on 5 hits, no errors, have left 4 on so far. A's with 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, have stranded 3 so far. Now a 2-0 count, and that will send Ruby Duran out to have a chat with pitcher Ethan Bautista. Likely just talking over sequence and getting onto the same page. Lights are on at Cavalier Field. Not doing a whole lot. There is some high clouds in the area. Clouds are breaking up a little bit. Bautista comes set. He'll deliver up high for ball number 3. The A's, with faith in their catchers, let the catchers call the game. Ruby calling those pitches. He gets strike 1 on the inside edge. That ball comes back even farther inside, and that will load the bases. Now multiple times there has been bases loaded in this game, and we'll have a conversation from Coach Chris Woodruff coming out to talk to the infield. rally around their pitcher, Ethan Bautista. We'll step aside and be back with you shortly. After that mound visit, Bautista will throw in and plunks Riley Silva to walk in another run. And it is now Hunter Gotro coming in for the Batcats after the replacement taking over at third base for Colter Maldonado, and he fouls off the first pitch he saw. Check swing at a ball at the letters, evens the count at 1 apiece. Gotro looks at that one down low. Now 2-1. As the A's have work again in the bullpen. That is RJ Watanabe warming up for the Dodge City A's. Bautista struggling on the mound, now hits Gotro, and that will send another run across. A's now down in this one, 8-1. And that brings up Drake Morrell, single and a fly out in this game. Can't help but feel that the Batcats have all the momentum in this game so far. Ball comes rolling in from the bullpen, and time is called. So Ruby can throw that ball back out to the bullpen. Let the pitcher continue warming up. So Dre Amaral, sorry. One away here for the Batcats. Looks at that one up high. And Bautista struggling on the mound. As he works from the first base side of the rubber, he'll fire and deliver. That one driven out to right field. Morrell there to gather it in. It'll be a sac fly to score Dawson French. And the Batcats continue. As they bring up Joel Neves to the plate. Silva at third, Gotro at first for the Great Bend Batcats. Joel Neves takes strike one. 2 away with the Batcats leading 9-1. Gotro takes off to second. He'll be in easily as that one's delivered down low, and Duran not able to field it, get it up and get the throw down. So runners at second and third for the Batcats. Joel Neves at bat, currently 1-1 the count. Neves a little excuse me hack. He's twisting, makes contact, send the ball foul, now down in the count 1-2. Yeah, A's are trying to look for ways to get outs. Bautista fires inside, sends Neves scrambling back, evens a count at 2 apiece. Bautista fires, that one's put on the ground, not able to be fielded by the shortstop, O'Sullivan. That will score Gotro and Silva. And Neves, 2 RBI single. And we will see Coach Woodruff come back out, and we'll see a pitching change. Coach Woodruff opts to go to the bullpen to bring in R.J. Watanabe. Bautista will get credit for a third of an inning. You've been listening to A's Baseball. Back at the top of the order for the Great Bend Batcats, and it is R.J. Watanabe out on the mound for the A's. Watanabe will take a throw over to first. Check on Neves. Watanabe making his second appearance for the Dodge City A's. Gets Rogers to foul that one off on top of the press box here. Watanabe pitching 2.1 innings so far. Took the loss. Gave up 3 hits, 4 runs. Walked 3, struck out 1. Now tied in the count, 1-1. Alex Rogers, who is 0 for 2 in this game. Ground out and strikeout his last 2 attempts. Making the 4th trip now around the batting order for the Batcats, and now 2-1 to Rogers. Rogers will take that one, drives it deep out into left field. Klinowski out, not able to field it, bounces off the wall. Rogers will be in with a stand-up double, but that will score Neves. The Batcats continue to pour it on here, now leading this game 12-1. That brings up Rathan Malone to the plate. Malone 0 for 2. Drew the walk his last time up. Looks at pitch 1 up high for ball number 1. Watanabe making his 2nd appearance for the Dodge City A's. Pitched on Sunday evening against the Kansas Cannons, taking the loss in that game. The 2-0 count is fouled off. Duran's going to go out and have a chat with RJ. Trying to get something going for the A's. Just looking for something positive in this game. Trying to keep the A's in it. Believe they do play with the run rule. Would be 10 after 7. We're in the top of the 4th, where the Great Bend Batcats have hung a 7 spot so far. So 2-1 pitch coming to Rathan Malone. Watanabe's set, fires and delivers a curve. Little high, now 3-1. This is inside on that one. Malone will draw a walk, and that will bring up Bodie Waller for the Great Bend Batcats. So Alex Rogers led off the inning quite a while ago, struck out, gets a double after the Batcats bat around, and now the 12th batter in this inning, and Bodie Waller. Waller looks at that one down low, now in the count 2-0. Waller will take that pitch, drives it high and deep out to right field, and that one is gone over the right field wall. A 3-run home run for Bodie Waller and the Great Bend Batcats, and things just continue to not go well for the Dodge City A's. That home run scores 3 more. Now 10 runs have scored in this inning for the Batcats. So that will bring up Connor Allen. Allen hit by pitch, a walk and a double so far in this game. Officially 1 for 1 at the plate.
Watanabe will fire, delivers up high for ball number 1. Every once in a while, you'll have that inning that just doesn't end, and that seems to be this one for the Dodge City A's. Fortunately, not a whole lot you can say about it. Waller looks at that one now high, 2-0 the count to Waller. So Duran having conversations with the dugout. Roger Ward having conversations back at the dugout from the third base side, and now 3-0 to Allen. Take and drive that one out on the ground. That goes out into, hits the gap and goes out into left field. It'll be a single for Allen. Chris out to have a conversation with Watanabe, and ball's being thrown around in center field. A's trying to find ways to get out of this game, down 15-1. And it is Dawson French coming up to bat for the Batcats. Fourteenth batter to come up. Watanabe fires, misses outside for ball 1. Rather, strike number 1, sorry. There's a delayed reaction with the umpire, and sometimes it's hard to tell what he's calling strikes or not. That one's hit to shortstop, fire over to second in time for the first out at third or second, and that will end the inning. We are headed to the bottom of the 4th. You've been listening to A's Baseball. It is the bottom of the fourth in Dodge City. A's coming up to bat, trailing this one 15-1, and Matthew Sandoval leads off. Now even in the count, one apiece, and a new pitcher on the mound for the Batcats in Braden Tower, the right-hander working from the first base side of the rubber. Sandoval sends that one out to left field, fielded by French for out number 1. So that will bring up Duran to the plate for the A's. Hit a single through the gap his first time up, and the A's are just trying to get something going here. Take strike 1. Looks at that one. Inside now, down in the count, 0-2. And Duran will go down on strikes after not even taking the bat off his shoulders. To bring up Ryan Davis, grounded out his last time at bat. 2 away for the A's, and there's just not a whole lot going for the Dodge City A's tonight. Sometimes you just don't show up at the ballpark, and that might be the way things have gone for the A's tonight. Davis swings and misses at that one, now down 0-2. And the right-handed Tower is dealing. Gets Davis to go down on strikes, and he'll face the minimum as the A's go down 1-2-3. We are headed to the top of the 5th. You've been listening to A's Baseball. The A's call to the field, not the bullpen, and move Matthew Sandoval out of center field into pitch. And it is Michael Widener going out to replace Sandoval in center field. So Sandoval on the mound for the Dodge City A's. Sandoval, having pitched previously for the A's, going 2.1 innings in 1 appearance. 4 hits, walked 1, struck out 2, and hit 1. No official ERA in that appearance. So Sandoval will fire in, misses. Ball number 1 as he faces Riley Silva leading off for the Great Bend Batcats. Silva looks at strike number 1. Sandoval last pitch for the Dodge City A's. And that outing against the Kansas Cannons, a 10-4 loss. Sandoval came in relief. Sandoval faced 11 batters in that time. Went 2.1 innings. Now a full count to Silva. So we'll foul that one off. Repeat the full count over again. Sun starting to peek over some clouds. And Sandoval fire inside, misses, and that'll be a leadoff walk. So for the 4th time in 5 innings, the leadoff runner is on for Great Bend. And that will bring up Hunter Gotro, who was hit by pitch his last time up. So Gotro will settle in to face Matthew Sandoval. Sandoval's going to throw over to first, check on Silva. A's trailing this one 15-1. Here in the top of the 5th, Gotro will foul that one high and back over the press box, down in the count 0-1. The A's will return to Rocky Mountain action tomorrow night as the Colorado Springs Outlaws coming to town for a 3-game series. All right here at Cavalier Field. Gotro will pop that one, goes high out to center field. Widener tracking, and he'll haul it in. Out number 1. That ball was hit high, well up into the air. Widener able to track it down to come up importantly with the out.
Now up number 14, Dre Amaro.
So that will bring up Dre Amaro to the plate. 1 for 2. Hit the sac fly for the second out that seemed to take forever after that for the third out in the last top of the 4th. Will drive that one, sends it out to short. He fields, but not able to go anywhere, and unfortunately, that'll be an error on the Dodge City A's. Well, Sullivan's having a bit of a rough night out there at shortstop.
Next up, number 8, Jojo Neves.
And so Neves will come up to bat. Take strike 1. 1 for 2 in this game. A walk, a fly out, and a single to his name. Runners on first and second for the Batcats. Sandoval fire and deliver. That one sent out to left field. The outfielders playing a little bit shallow, get burned on it. Morrell comes in. So that will score 2 on a stand-up double by Joel Neves. memory serves me correct, that is the second extra bases hit for Neves in this game. So that will bring up Alex Rogers. Scratch that. We're going to have a pinch hitter. Who takes strike number 1, and that is Grant Farlander hitting for the Great Bend Batcats. Farlander down in the count, 0-2. Sandoval pitching for the A's. Farlander will foul that one off. Back over behind the press box. Great Bend Batcats leading this one 17-1. Farlander will swing and miss. It'll be a drop third strike. They'll check the runner at second. Throw down to first for the second out of this game, or this inning. And that will bring up another pinch hitter for the Great Bend Batcats. This is Brady Kreitzer. Number 6, Brady Kreitzer batting for the Batcats. Sandoval fire in down low, ball number 1. Kreitzer 1-1 the count. Take that one, it sends it out to left field. He misplayed that one, and that will score another one. Neves scores from second on that high fly ball that went to left field, and Klonowski missed it or misplayed it. And that will bring up Bodie Waller. Bodie hit a home run his last at bat, and there's going to be a defensive substitution for the Dodge City A's. Angelo Zazzarino going out to left field for the A's. So that pitch, first pitch he sees is taken on the ground. Sullivan fields it, not able to make a play. So that will be an infield single for Waller. So that will move Kreitzer over to third. And that brings up the catcher, Connor Allen. Allen coming back to the plate, hitting officially 2 for 2 in this game. A double and a single so far. He'll drive that one out to left. It does fall foul. Allen was trying to hit that triple to work on completing the cycle. So runners at first and third for the Batcats. It's Waller at first, Kreitzer at third. Allen at bat. A's trailing this one 18-1. Great Bend, 18 runs on 12 hits, no errors, have stranded 5 so far. 1-1 to Allen. The A's, 1 run on 3 hits, have committed 1 error and left 3 on. The A's will be looking forward to putting this game behind them. Sandoval fires strike number 2. Sure, the A's will be ready to put this one behind them and get back to league action tomorrow night. First pitch, 7 o'clock. We'll be back live between 6:45 and 6:50 with pregame. That ball misses, evens a count at 2 apiece. 2 away for the Batcats here in the top of the 5th. Batcats have scored 4 in the first, none in the second, 1 in the third, 10 in the fourth, and now 3 so far in the 5th. And Connor Allen fouls that one off. Count remains 2-2. Allen sends that one out to third base on the ground, fired over to first in time, and that will end the inning for the Batcats. And it is Ramirez, Zazzarino, and Morrell that is due up for the A's coming up at the bottom of the 5th. You have been listening to A's Baseball. Welcome back to Cavalier Field in Dodge City A's baseball. It is the bottom of the 5th, and the A's send Andrew Ramirez to the plate to lead off. Face the right-hander Brady Tower. Took over in this last inning, and he throws first pitch down low for ball number 1. Ramirez twists, just barely gets out of the way of that one. 2-0 the count. Ramirez swings and misses. Now 2-1. The A's are just trying to get something going, being out hit in this game 12-3. Tower delivers outside, 3-1. Tower works quickly. Ramirez will drive that one. It's going high, but twisting foul outside the fence to bring the count full at 3-2. Ramirez will drive that one foul over to the clubhouse. He looks at that one just over the edge. Takes strike 3 looking, and now 1 away for the A's as Angelo Zazzarino will step in. Zazzarino making his first appearance in the batter's box for the Dodge City A's. Takes ball 1. Zazzarino now 2-0 in the count, and his first at bat for the Dodge City A's, and part of that multitude of changes that have occurred. Zazzarino came in the last inning to take over for Klanovsky out in left field, who is struggling seeing the ball. Now Zazzarino showing patience up in the count, 3-0. Swings and misses at that one. He'll take that one, fouls it off over to Coach Woodruff. We'll repeat. Well, no, that'll bring the count full. So payoff pitch coming for Braden Tower, who's been able to make efficient work of the Dodge City A's, and 1.1 innings pitched, and Zazzarino will swing and a miss at a ball way outside. Now 2 away for the A's, bringing up Kyle Morrell. Morrell 0 for 1 in this game, a ground out and a walk.
Plate number 22, Kyle Morrell.
Morrell. Watch that one bounce in the turf ahead of the home plate. Ball number 1. Morrell swing and miss, evens the count at 1 apiece. Swings over top of that one, now down in the count 1-2. The A's just not having a whole lot going for them tonight. Tower delivers outside, evens the count at 2 apiece. 2-2 the count, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. The A's have not had runners for scoring opportunities. Now 3-2, so the count's full. Payoff pitch coming from wait a second, they're going to appeal down, and now they say that he swung around. And that's going to bring out an argument from Coach Woodruff, who is not happy about the call. And the field umpire was in no place to even be able to make that call, as he was up the first base line, and Morrell hitting from the left side. There's no way he could see that call. Woodruff is not happy, and arguably so. But the A's are out of that one. We're headed to the top of the 6th. You've been listening to A's Baseball.
All right, fans, this is the last call for the 50-50 raffle. Players will be moving through the stands again. Get a loose change or straight.
Welcome back to Cavalier Field. I'm Justin Hergert. It is the top of the sixth as the A's take on the Great Bend Batcats. Trailing in this one, 18-1. If you've ever heard the saying, the wheels came off the bus, the wheels have come off the bus for the Dodge City A's tonight. It's a rough one to call and hard to say, but it's just a fact of life. But Matthew Sandoval out on the mound for his second inning of work. Breaks off a nice curveball for strike number one as he faces Dawson French. Gets French to swing on that one, now down 0-2 in the count. The A's pitching staff is looking for a bright spot in this game and is trying to get anything they can to get outs. Keep the Batcats off the base paths. French will take that one and fouls it off straight down. Still 0-2. Dawson French leading off for the Batcats in this inning. 1 for 3 in this game. Hit into a fielder's choice his last time up. The A's are just trying to get out of this one. Sandoval delivers another curveball. Bit low. Now 1-2. Sandoval delivers that one. It's put on the ground out to second. Fires over to Ryan Davis at first in time. And for only the second time in this game, the leadoff runner is retired. That will bring up Riley Silva to the plate for the Batcats. Silva yet to record an official at bat in this game. Has been walked 3 times and hit by pitch once. And now down in the count 0-1. Silva, the left-handed hitter. Fouls that one off straight down as it rolls down to first. Now down in the count 0-2. So lefty-lefty matchup. Sandoval works from the first base side of the rubber. He's got his sign coming from catcher Duran. Throws up high. Peels down, and another call says he did not go around. One's down low now, 2-2 the count. That one's on the ground out to first. Davis will field on his own, so 3 unassisted. And now 2 away here in the top of the 6th for the Dodge City A's as they face the Great Bend Batcats. And that brings up Hunter Gotro to the plate. Gotro 0 for 1, flew out his last time at bat. A deep fly ball out to center. He'll take that one, pops it up. It's headed out to right field, but drops foul. So long strike 1 for Gotro. As he saunters back to home base. Home plate. Oh, 1 for Gotro. Sandoval delivers. That one's hit out to second base. Thrown over to first in time, and for the first time in this game, the Batcats will go down 1-2-3. And we are headed to the bottom of the 6th. It is Sullivan, Cummings, and Cotto due up for the A's. We're back after this at the bottom of the 6th inning from Dodge City. Bottom of the sixth in Dodge City. It is Brendan O'Sullivan leading off for the A's. And the Batcats have called to the bullpen once again, and it is left-hander Cade McWilliams on the mound now as he delivers. First pitch low for ball number 1. He'll deliver inside on that one, catches the inside edge. Now even in the count at 1 apiece to O'Sullivan, who is 0 for 2. Ground out and a fly out. Takes a pitch, now 2-1. Now 3-1 the count to O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan will take that one, fouls it off down first base line. Count runs full. Payoff pitch coming from McWilliams. Delivered high on the outside edge, and it'll be a leadoff walk and base runner on for the Dodge City A's. The A's will send a substitution to the plate. Michael Widener. So Widener hitting in the designated hitter spot. As he takes ball number 1 out of the zone. Widener pops that one foul and out of play. And that'll send the kids chasing. 1-1 to Widener. A's trailing this one 18-1. Takes strike 2. Again, the A's are back in action now. Returning to league play. That'll be a drop, strike 3. And 1 away for the Dodge City A's. So that brings up Tyler Cotto 0 for 2. Grounded out to second base, both at his at-bats this game. McWilliams will deliver high. 1-0. Tyler will take that one, delivers, sends it out, a shallow fly ball out into center field. A's have runner in scoring position at second. So lazy fly ball. Moves O'Sullivan over to second, and that brings up Matthew Sandoval. Sandoval 1 for 2, a single and a fly out. The A's are trying to get something going here in the bottom of the 6th. Wind has calmed down quite a bit. Sandoval takes the first pitch he sees, fouls it off, and out of play. So the wind's calmed down. It's still blowing straight from the south. Clouds have broken up. Beautiful night for baseball here at Cavalier Field, and that one's inside, ball 1. Williams fires, that one's inside again, now ball 2. So this will be the only 2 games that the A's play against the Great Bend Batcats this year. barring any advancement into the postseason where they might maybe see them again. For the regular season, that ball's fouled off down the first base line. Evens account at 2 apiece. The A's will have one more non-league game against non-league opponents. That will be next Tuesday as the A's travel to Augusta, Kansas to face the Kansas Cannons. Williams will deliver. That one catches the outer edge, and Sandoval goes down looking, now 2 away. That brings up Ruby Duran. 1 for 2 with a single and a strikeout. Duran took 3 straight pitches, his last at bat, and knew it. He'll step in to face the left-handed McWilliams. Ruby will pop that one up. It's high on the infield. Called for by Gotro, fielded right at the pitcher's mound. And that is 3 away for the A's. So the A's leave 2 on. We're headed to the top of the 7th. You've been listening to A's Baseball. Well, barring any additional scoring by the Dodge City A's, having to score 7 runs to tie this one up, this will be the last at-bats for the Great Bend Batcats. Matthew Sandoval out now for another inning of work for the Dodge City A's, and he will face Dre Morrell. Reached on an error his last time up, and the A's are just wanting to try to end this one mercifully. Sandoval delivers a curve, gets him to swing and miss at that one, strike number 1. A's have combined to use 4 pitchers so far in this game, and Morrell will drive that one out to shortstop, fielded, fired over to Davis at first in time. And now for the 3rd time now, the leadoff runner is retired for the Great Bend Batcats. So Morrell goes 3 pitches and grounds out to short. Sullivan starting to find his stride a little bit, as it is Joel Neves stepping in, and Neves has been a hard out for the A's, a single and a double. Takes ball 1 down. So the A's combined to use 4 pitchers so far in this game. Roberts goes 3 1/3. Neves collects strike one. So William Roberts strikes out 4. 4 hits, 6 runs, walked 5. Neves finds himself down in the count 1-2. Neves was followed by Ethan Bautista, goes a third of an inning. Neves will drive that one out to third. Throw is wide at first, and Neves will find his way over to second base after the throwing error. So Cotto committing the error for the Dodge City A's. That's now the second error in this game. And that will bring up Grant Farlander. Struck out on a drop third strike his first attempt. Now down on the count 0-1. Sandoval delivers down low, 1-1. Sandoval now accounting for 2 1/3 innings worked. Gets Farlander to swing over top of that pitch to find himself down in the count 1-2. Sandoval will deliver. Inside, evens a count at 2 apiece. Sandoval delivers and gets Farlander to swing over one again, and he'll go down on strikes. And that will bring up Brady Kreitzer to the plate for the Great Bend Batcats. Kreitzer 1 for 1 after a substitution, hit a double his last time up, and that double actually led to the substitution in left field where Angelo Zazzarino come in to replace Jacob Klinowski. Kreitzer will foul that one off down the right field line. Matthew Sandoval came into this game, has thrown 52 pitches so far. 37 of those have been strikes. Sandoval deliver a nice curveball, catches the inside edge, and Kreitzer finds himself down 0-2. Sandoval gets him to swing that drop third strike, throw down to first in time. That completes the inning. And it is Davis, Ramirez, and Zazzarino due up at the bottom of the order for the A's as we come up to the bottom of the 7th. You have been listening to A's Baseball. Ryan Davis leading off for the Dodge City A's. Finds himself now 2-0 in the count as the leadoff hitter in the bottom of the 7th. The A's are looking to put this game in the past as Davis will ground out to second. Now 1 away. The A's are going to have a short memory and a whole bunch of selective amnesia as the Colorado Springs Outlaws come to town for a 3-game series starting tomorrow night. First pitch set for 7 p.m. right here at Cavalier Field. You'll come out to the ballpark and cheer on the Dodge City A's. Cade McWilliams back on the mound for the Batcats will fire and deliver up high as Andrew Ramirez comes to the plate 0 for 2. Ground out and a strikeout in this game for him. He'll deliver up high, now 2-0 for Ramirez. McWilliams delivers high again, now 3-0. Delivers that one in for strike 1. McWilliams come in relief, now thrown 25 pitches. 14 of those have been out of the zone. So that 5-pitch walk will bring up Angelo Zazzarino for the A's. Angelo struck out his last time up. Now just his second plate appearance for the A's. Williams will fire inside, misses low for ball number 1. Williams seems to like to attack that inside corner. Delivers upper part of the zone, but called strike. Evens a count at 1 apiece. Ball delivered up high, now 2-1 for Zazzarino. Runner on first, Andrew Ramirez. The A's are just trying to get something here. Zazzarino grounds that one. Shortstop over Morrell. Throws over to first in time. Sorry, not in time. So that throw was not in time. Runners at first and second for the Dodge City A's. And that brings up Kyle Morrell at the plate. Morrell 0 for 2 on the evening. Ground out, walk, and strikeout to his name. Finds himself up in the count, 2-0. Take that one over the plate, upper part of the zone. Now strike 1, 2-1. 1 away for the A's. Runners on first and second. Cade delivers well outside. Now 3-1. Cade McWilliams struggling with command. It appears that this is McWilliams' game to finish as there is no action in the bullpen. Morrell foul that one off. Now 3-2, so full count. Payoff pitch coming. Williams loses the battle up high. The bases are loaded for the A's. And it is Brendan O'Sullivan coming to the plate. That's going to send catcher Connor Allen out to have a quick chat with his pitcher, Cade McWilliams, for the Batcats. We're in the bottom of the 7th here in Dodge City. Bases loaded for the A's, trailing 18-1. McWilliams has got his sign and come set. Sullivan swings and misses at that one, down in the count now 0-1. A's, their first big opportunity here so far. Williams will miss outside and high, now 1-1. Sullivan will foul that one straight back. Now evens the count at 2 apiece. He'll swing and miss over top of that one. Goes down on strikes. The A's are down to their last out to try to take advantage of scoring opportunities with bases loaded. Andrew Ramirez at third, Zazarino at second, Kyle Morrell at first. Ramirez walked on. Zazarino hit a single. Kyle Morrell walked on. Michael Widener down 0-1. Swings and misses, now 0-2. Story of this game. Widener will foul that one off. Batcats scored early and scored often, and it was the big inning, the 4th, where the Batcats scored 10. As Widener now 1-2 in the count, trying to keep the A's alive and scratch more runs across. Widener will foul that one off straight down to hit his feet. Repeat the 1-2 over again. Michael Widener coming into tonight. Looks at that one high, now evens the count at 2 apiece. Widener coming into tonight, made 14 plate appearances, 1 hit. It's an extra base hit. He'll take strike 3, and that will end the game for the A's. So let's take a look at your final game numbers. The A's score 1 run on 5 hits, 2 errors, strand 8. Batcats 18 on 12 hits, no errors. They also strand 8. The win will go to Matt Nedved for the Batcats. The loss to William Roberts. So Roberts will drop to 0-2 or 0-1 on the season. Story of this game, the Batcats scored early and scored often. And this is a game that the A's will want to go to bed and put to rest as they drop this one 18-1 and fall to 0-6 on the season. Again, the A's are back in action tomorrow night, returning to Rocky Mountain League play as the Colorado Springs Outlaws come to town for a 3-game series. First pitch, 7 p.m. here at Cavalier Field. I've been Justin Hergert saying so long and good night. You've been listening to A's Baseball.